Am I in the right place for the quiz?
Shut up.
Oh.
Is this
Wait, what?
Oh my God, surprise!
Oh my God.
Hi, Michael.
Ah, it's me.
I'm not having a heart attack or
We
anything.
love your red sweatshirt.
That's such a nice red sweatshirt, Michael.
It is a lovely red sweatshirt, isn't it? I've got an orange one as well, so I might switch between.
Orange.
It is red though, it's not orange. And I'm an artist, I can tell.
Didn't I say it was? What did I say it was? Blood orange or something?
Yeah.
Scarlet?
Red.
I don't know.
But, like, I guess it's
It is
like red
red.
and orange because it's red.
I have about 50 of them, all just
Oh my
varying
God.
shades of red and orange.
Why?
Like a cartoon character. You
Why
just
do you
open
hate
up your
us?
closet and
Right.
it's sweatshirt.
Exactly.
You know what? If it's
Like a
blood orange,
Simpsons
that's perfect.
character.
Yes, essentially.
Did
Or
I
any
miss-
anime
I missed the
protagonist.
origami. Did I? Darn it.
You missed the
Oh my
boogos.
God.
And what? And you're watching something tonight? Are you watching Apostle tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
So excited.
Braver than me. I wouldn't.
Oh, it's so good. Except for the one part, no spoilers, but one
Yeah.
part was funny.
Oh,
I
man.
find
I haven't
Apostle
seen
because I
it.
kind of want to join that.
Michael's
I've seen
the
it. I'm
scariest
excited.
part of
Well,
that
we're gonna
movie, but I think
after
the
this,
Stellars
we'll take a
are
break
really
and then we're gonna play
scary.
Cards Against
The
Humanity.
lady,
and
I
then
think,
we're
is just
gonna
Oh,
misunderstood.
okay.
For sure.
Michael, please stay for Cards Against Humanity. I
Oh
know
my
you've got
God.
other shit to
No,
do, but
yes, please.
Michael, my husband is saying hi to you again after 6 months.
Hello. We must stop meeting like this.
It has to be once every 6 months. I think I can handle the excitement.
Well,
But I
no,
don't know
me.
if you can.
Frankly, no, me. We may have to extend it to 7 months. Overheating.
It doesn't feel like it.
Well,
It's lovely to see you.
All right.
She knew.
Oh, look. It's like looking in a mirror. Look at that. Teeny
Oh
bit.
yeah.
It's like, should we try? Is there any way you can do a side by side?
Oh.
my
Yes,
God.
that's amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know if anyone else can see it the way I can see
Same
it. but-
picture.
my God, that is too funny.
Somebody
Someone
please.
talking
Um,
Michael
oh,
underneath.
God.
Ah.
Immediately. That was horrifying.
That is hilarious.
Not me taking pictures with my computer screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we can start.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
How do we start this?
I'm gonna start it. We're gonna mute. I'm gonna have to unmute you, but give me 1 sec.
Now,
Hold on.
am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Yes. So all these questions, apart from 1 or 2, I came up with myself, and I will let you know which ones I didn't come up with myself. And it's sort of less. I mean, it is a Halloween quiz, but it's sort of a pop culture Halloween quiz, really. Right? Do I have to press start?
No, I'll do it.
All right. Okay.
You just get to read. Okay.
Okay. Good. I get to do the fun bit. I can't do any of the tech stuff. Rick's gonna do that. Aha! Right. According to superstition, if you stare into a mirror at midnight on Halloween, what will you see? A, your past self, B, your future spouse, C, a haunted spirit, or D, the Grim Reaper. You've got 12 seconds to answer. Oh. 7 seconds to answer. Last 5 seconds. Come on now. This is a fairly simple, straight up one to start off with. It's your... Oh, interesting. So that's what people have answered, is it? So 16.2% have said your past self. 8.1% your future spouse. 50, well, over half a haunted spirit. But it was actually... yeah, no, they give away the answer. They tell you the answer. Which vampire has been played by Max Schreck, Willem Dafoe, and Klaus Kinski? A, Nosferatu. B, Dracula. C, Grandpa Munster. D, Count von Count. show your vampires. Here we go. It's time for the answer, and the answer is Nosferatu. Oh, most people pick Dracula, which I thought they might. That was it. That was the trick. But well done, those who said Nosferatu. And if you haven't seen it, do watch it. It's very good. The original, I would say the original with Matt Trent. Which Halloween-related entity was believed by British sailors to bring a ship good luck and ensure a safe return home? A siren. B, a ghost. C, a pumpkin. D, a black cat. That would bring good luck and ensure the safe return home. I think you're going to get this one. People are going to get it. Here we go. The answer's coming up. And it is a black cat. Oh, yes. Overwhelming. Half of you. Only half. Interesting. Okay. Well done. A siren is what called sailors, wasn't it? They had to be strapped to the mast. This is the siren song. Question 4. Whose ghost returns to a feast to torment Shakespeare's Macbeth? Is it A, Banquo, B, Macduff, C, King Duncan, D, Lady Macbeth? And you know, I've done Shakespeare, you know. I'm a very serious actor. I have actually done Shakespeare. So I know the answer to this. Because I've done Shakespeare. Here we go. Here comes the answer. It's Banquo. Banquo. Well done. That was the most popular answer. Well done. I'm glad to see that you are people of sophistication and taste and serious fans for a serious actor. Well done. Next question. What classic British children's TV show? This is a tough one, but don't worry, Americans, you'll get your own back. What classic British children's TV show included ghosts named Timothy Claypole and Madame Popoff? This is a tough one because it's going back to when I was growing up in the 1810s. So is it A, The Worst Witch, B, Scream Street, C, Rent-A-Ghost, D, Bob the Builder? Bob the Builder? Great. What were you thinking? Oh, look at that. There were two tied first answers, and it's Rent-A-Ghost. Well done. I didn't think as many people would get that.
Look, somebody picked Bob the Builder, so...
Yes. I mean, good on you for picking Bob the Builder, whoever did. That shows gumption. Now, Americans, what was the name of the 90s US TV show that was a children's version of the horror series Tales from the Crypt? A, Are You Afraid of the Dark? B, R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour? C, The Crypt? D, Tales from the Crypt Keeper? Now, Tales from the Crypt began, I believe, as an EC comic series. Then it was made into a horror TV series on HBO, I think. And then there was a children's version. So what was the name of that? It was Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Are You Afraid of the Dark was a front runner there, but no, I'm afraid not. Tales from the Crypt Keeper was the answer. I think there was like a sort of Muppety type, not Muppety, that's wrong. There was a sort of puppet type thing. Anyway, from which country does the pumpkin originate? This is not one of my questions. I will let you know. This was suggested by somebody else. From which country does the pumpkin originate? A, Mexico, B, Brazil, C, Egypt, D, Bulgaria. If you like this question, it was made up by me. If you don't like this question, it was made up by someone else. Razor was on the toilet. I don't think we needed to know that, Razor. So it was Mexico. 47.4% said it. They got it right. Well done, everybody. Excellent question, Anna. Thank you very much for that. What name connects a series of 17th century witch trials and Stephen King's second published novel? Is it A, Baba Yaga, B, Pendle, C, Salem, D, Christine? I didn't come up with the alternatives. I just came up with the answer on the question. So I'm enjoying these alternatives. Okay, come on now. should be able to get this one. Yes. Salem. Look at that. 78.9%. Well done, everybody. Christine was, in fact, the very first Stephen King book I ever read. But yes, Salem's Lot. That is a scary book. Okay. Which famous escapologist died on Halloween in 1926? Was it A, John Neville Maskelyne, B, Harry Houdini, C, Ronald Cunningham, or D, the Davenport brothers? Now, you might think that the Davenport brothers wouldn't constitute a famous escapologist, singular. You might think that. You might be right, you might be wrong. I'm not giving anything away. I'm just pointing that out before anyone else does. The answer is Harry Houdini. Of course it is. I only know one escapologist. And it was Harry Houdini. And he died on Halloween. There's the famous story that he got punched in the stomach, isn't it? And then he died of internal bleeding. But let's not worry about that. Which Miyazaki directed Japanese animated film is about a young witch? Is it A, Ponyo, B, My Neighbor Totoro, C, Princess Mononoke, D, Kiki's Delivery Service? Now, Miyazaki is, I'm a big fan of Miyazaki's films. I'm sure lots of you are. This particular film was my daughter's favorite, but they're all marvelous. I'm sure you've all watched. Yes, Kiki's Delivery Service, 69.2%. Wonderful, wonderful. There was I think there was a big festival of Miyazaki here in New York. I'm in New York at the moment, by the way. A while back, and I missed it. I would have loved to have gone to that. Right, which legendary blues singer and guitarist was said to have sold his soul to the devil at a crossroads? Is it A, B.B. King, B, Howlin' Wolf? Howlin', it's not howling. So, C, Robert Johnson, D, Stevie Ray Vaughan. There is a great documentary about this person. Is it in the Martin Scorsese collection? It's Robert Johnson. Oh, look at that. There was quite a spread of answers there. But it is Robert Johnson. Yes, do look into that story. Amazing. Amazing story. Very creepy to listen to the music when you know the story, but amazing, brilliant. In the earlier spelling of Halloween, where is the apostrophe placed? Is it A, between the two E's? Is it B, after the O and before the W? Is it C, after the last E before the N? Or D, before the H? Interesting. Now, if you know, I suppose, where the word Halloween derives from, that will give you a clue. That will help. The answer is between the two E's. Halloween. Halloween. Because I believe it's from the Scottish. I think it came from Scotland originally. Yeah, All Hallows Eve. What is my favourite horror film? Now, I have said this a couple of times in interviews, and I think on Twitter as well. Is it A, Pan's Labyrinth, B, Psycho, C, Candyman, D, House? I love all those films, I have to say. I do love them all. But there is one I love almost more than life itself. There are a couple of seconds left. Here we go, and the answer is D, House. Japanese film from 1977. The director wrote it with his daughter, who I believe was like 8 or 9 at the time, which is why it's so mental as a film. Wait, if you've not watched it, do watch it. It's about a house that eats all these young. Okay. Born in 1875, which English occultist and ceremonial magician, who sometimes referred to himself as the Great Bee, inspired the name of a popular Good Omens character? Is it A, Gabriel Marcel, B, Aleister Crowley, C, Anathema Stevens, or D, Isaac Newton? Oh, good alternatives, Brett. Well done. And the answer is B, Aleister Crowley. Oh, well done, 81%. Very good. Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin bought Aleister Crowley's house. There is a few good biographies, and I'm hoping to play him one day. I would like to do a film or something about Aleister Crowley. That would be interesting. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, who or what is found to have committed the brutal murders? Is it A, an escaped orangutan, B, a raven, C, an angry horse, D, an injured black cat? Oh, now, I'm guessing that people might have read this, but you know, I mean, if you haven't read it, you got no chance. The answer is an escaped orangutan. Now, the detective in that short story is who Sherlock Holmes is based on. It was the inspiration for Sherlock Holmes, and it was, I believe, the first of the locked room mysteries that every detective ends up solving, but that is the original one. So I would have a read that. Which Beatles song supposedly inspired homicidal cult leader Charles Manson's murderous career? Is it A, You Can't Do That, B, Nowhere Man, C, Helter Skelter, D, Yellow Submarine? I believe Bono also refers to it at the beginning of a version of it that U2 did. There is Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter. 60.4%. Very good. Well done, everyone who got that. Excellent. Yes, Bono, I said, think Charles Manson stole this song from the Beatles. We're stealing it back, before they did their version of it. Right, variations of which supernatural creature have been played by the actors Benicio del Toro, David Thewlis, and Michael J. Fox? Is it A, a werewolf, B, a zombie, C, a mummy, D, a headless horseman? I watched one of those actors playing this supernatural creature, but only yesterday. It was on the television. It is a werewolf, 80%. I was going to include myself in there, but I thought that would be too easy. Yes, a werewolf. Obviously, Benicio del Toro in Wolfman, David Thewlis in one of those, I don't know, what are they called? Harry Potter films. And Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf. Now, what was the subtitle name of the 3rd season of American Horror Story? Is it A, Murder House, B, Freak Show, C, Coven, D, Asylum? I didn't realize that. I think there's been 9 seasons. That surprised me. I was amazed that there have been, in fact, 9 seasons of American Horror Story. I would be hard-pressed to name what order they were in and the names. Hence this question and the fiendish ingenuity of it. The answer is Coven. 40% got that right. Well done. Well done, everybody. I haven't watched all of them, and one day I want to sit down and watch them all. Very good, but they do scare me. I'm not good with that kind of thing. Who was made Prime Minister of Italy on Halloween in 1922? Again, this is not one of my questions. This was suggested by somebody else. A, Mario Monti. B, Benito Mussolini. C, Victor Emmanuel III. D, Pietro Badoglio. Very impressed, Britt, that you, thank you very much, that you just know all these Italians. Deep research. The answer is Benito Mussolini, 80.9%. Possibly because he's the only one you've heard of, if you're anything like me. I've not heard of any of those others. Very good. Well done. 80.9%. Excellent. What kind of ghosts feature in Disney's Haunted House theme song at their theme parks? A, grim, grinning ghosts. B, spooky, scary spirits. C, creepy, crying creatures. Or D, freaky, frightening phantoms. I'm trying very hard not to sing it right now. This was on a video that when my daughter was very little, we used to play of all the themes. It's grim, grinning ghost. 48%. Well done, everybody. Excellent. It makes me very happy, that song. I love that. Grim, grinning ghosts. Okay, next question. Which British singer asked for sympathy when he claimed to have killed the Tsar and his ministers? Is it A, Freddie Mercury? Is it B, Ozzy Osbourne? Is it C, David Bowie? Or is it D, Mick Jagger? I didn't do a Freddie Mercury, did I? The impersonations kicked in later. Yes, now. David Bowie. Have you seen that trailer for the David Bowie film? Right, the answer is Mick Jagger. Oh, only 24% got that. Yes, from the song Sympathy for the Devil. Ooh, 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 ooh. Great song. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. What pen name has Stephen King used for, I believe it's 7 stories? Not books, 7 stories. Is it A, Samuel Clemens, B, Mary Westmacott, C, Richard Bachman, D, Jonathan Oldstyle? Interesting. I have been to Maine. I've done the tour, the Stephen King tour of Bangor in Maine, where he lives. There's a little shop. There we are. The answer is Richard Bachman. 44%. Well done, everybody. Yes, and I went to his house and I stood outside his house, his gate, which he has like spiders and webs and stuff on the gate just all the time. And I took photographs of myself outside, hoping he would come out, but he didn't. John Landis directed classic horror film American Werewolf in London. But which music video did he direct that went on to win a Grammy in 1983 for Best Video? Is it A, Michael Jackson's Thriller, B, AC/DC's Hell's Bells, C, Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters, or D, Stevie Wonder's Superstition? That's not a clue, by the way. Just can't help singing it. The answer is Thriller. 87.5%. Of course, everybody knows. Well, not everybody, obviously. Not 12.4% of you who thought it was. Which town provided the main location for horror film Apostle? Is it A, the aforementioned Bangor, Maine, US? Is it B, Swansea, Wales? Is it C, Port Talbot, Wales? Or is it D, Liverpool, England? Ooh. Of course, you haven't watched it yet tonight, so for anyone who hasn't watched it, they will now be informed by this when you watch it later. The answer is, of course, it's Port Talbot, Wales, my hometown. Yes. Look at that. That's interesting. So yes, when you watch it later, it was filmed in a place called Margam Park. And they make it look like it's an island. It's not an island, but that's a bit of cinema magic. But it is actually Margam Park where I grew up. Which composer is most associated with the films of Tim Burton? Is it A, Danny Elfman, B, Hans Zimmer? Is it C, Randy Newman, or D, Phil Collins? That was more EastEnders than it was Phil Collins. Now, Danny Elfman, yes, is the correct answer. 64% of you, of course. Lovely. Hans Zimmer did the music for Frost Nixon, and he told me that he used to be in an 80s band, and he had toured and played in a club in Port Talbot. What was the title that Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman came up with for an hypothetical sequel to Good Omens? Is it A, William the Antichrist, B, Aziraphale and Crowley's Big Adventure, C, 668, The Neighbor of the Beast, D, the nice and accurate sequel to Good Omens book? I have to say, all of those are excellent answers. Very good. But yes, and I'm quite pleased with my Anne hypothetical sequel. It is, of course, 668, The Neighbor of the Beast, which just made me laugh so much when Neil told me that. And I've sort of told, I always make Neil tell that story whenever we do interviews together. In the Harry Potter stories, what is the name of the Slytherin house ghost? Is it A, Nearly Headless Nick, B, the Grey Lady, C, the Bloody Baron, D, the Fat Friar. Now, you've got to know your houses because I believe all of those are, in fact, house ghosts. So you've got to know your exact houses. This is a tester. I wouldn't have known this, to be honest. The answer is the Bloody Baron. Is Nearly Headless Nick Gryffindor, maybe? The Grey Lady is Ravenclaw. And the Fat Friar is the other one. Which 2008 Swedish film featured a perpetually childlike vampire who befriends a young boy and was later remade into a 2010 US movie? Is it A, Let the Right One In? Is it B, The Babadook? C, Insidious? Or D, The Conjuring? Now, you'd think that this question was from the person who suggests questions. She didn't. This was my question. And the answer is Let the Right One In. Oh, such a good film. The US remake, it was pretty good, I think. But I think that was called Let Me In, wasn't it? But Let the Right One In, the original. Oh, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Although, clearly, lots of you have. Which Stanley Kubrick film have I dressed up as a character from for Halloween in the past? Is it A, Full Metal Jacket? Is it B, The Shining? Is it C, 2001, A Space Odyssey? Or is it D, Clockwork Orange? Now, I'm here in New York filming on Prodigal Son again. And on Friday, all the costume department came in costumes. They came in Halloween costumes. And one person, one of the costume department, was dressed as this character. It is Clockwork Orange. Yes. Wow, 62%. Well done. Alex, I dressed up as Alex the Droog from Clockwork Orange. And they all dressed up as different things. And someone dressed up as one of those characters. Good fun. It's the kind of fun we have on TV shows. Who is the main character in both of Neil Gaiman's stories, The High Cost of Living and The Time of Your Life? Is it A, Morpheus, B, God, C, Death, D, Lucifer Morningstar? Excellent, excellent alternative answers, Brett. I mean, each of those books begins with the name of the character. Obviously, I didn't say that because that would be a big clue, wouldn't it? It is, in fact, Death, the wonderful young Gothic woman looking Death. Only 24%. Yeah, well, yes, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. And that's the end. That's the end of the quiz. Well, look at that. In first place with 2,960 points is Crowley. In second place with 2,798 points, it's Spaceby. And in third place with 2,776 points, it's Bérangère. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Close run thing. Very good. I believe there might be even some prizes. Are there, Britt, some prizes?
There are. Give me 1 second.
The prize is you get to do 30 more questions. And, of course, the surprise is that the person in 38th place gets the best prize.
Very organized, don't mind me.
32? What about 32? No, you will be killed, unfortunately. Oh. Sorry, that was the booby prize. But whoever came 32nd can expect a knock on the door in about 10 minutes from someone dressed as a sheep.
Okay, so
a sheep assassin.
Third place they get this New York Comic Con exclusive Good Omens pin.
Oh, nice.
It's messing with my background. There's that.
I haven't got one of those.
Second place is this timeline. Oh, I might have to turn off my background. Maybe.
Oh my God, is that a timeline?
Yeah.
Action figure of
not only exist, they're very cheap. and they're in actually really good condition on Amazon.
I'm sorry. Speak for yourself. Right.
I know you can't really see it.
Look at that. Where did you find that?
It's on Amazon, like $13, and they're for being from 2003. Like nothing wrong with it. Okay,
Wow.
so first
I've got a Lucian one of myself.
So first place.
I've got another one as well. I can't remember the other ones, but I haven't got it.
This, which you probably know, was not sold for whatever reason. So there's not a few of them, or there's not a whole lot of them because they weren't mass produced. They weren't sold, but
yes. Wow, how did you manage to find that?
So our friend Courtney has found these and has bought several of them and gave one to us to give away.
How fantastic. Do you know, Jason Sudeikis collects pinball machines, and he has the Tron pinball machine, which I'm on. And he says he said to me one day, I spend a lot of my time trying to get a metal ball to smack you in the head every day, which I thought was quite offensive. But there we are. I'm also going to let you into a secret that this is within our family, the famous red mug. I'm drinking tea out of a red mug. It's famous because I spontaneously made up a song for Lyra, which is, Daddy's got a red mug, a red mug, a red mug. Daddy's got a red mug. What's in it? And the answer is invariably coffee, but it's actually tea at the moment. So that's my little gift to you all, is the red mug song.
They're fighting over what color it is now.
Well, those are excellent prizes, Britt. The Tron one particularly. Was that the first prize, the Tron one?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yes.
Very good. Well, I enjoyed that. I hope everybody else did. I thoroughly enjoyed doing quizzes, and more so being the quiz master. So that I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking part. Thank you, Britt, for organising it. Like I say, I'm in New York. It's a very rainy, cold day in New York. But I'm here doing Prodigal Son for a little while. Yes, I think it is rainy everywhere pretty much. Yeah, it's certainly rainy back in Britain. I know that. To everyone who's gone into lockdown back in Britain, my thoughts are with you. Hold in there. We'll get through this together. I was sort of surprised actually in New York that it's as busy as it is. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be walking into, because we finished the first series of Prodigal Son just before Britain went into lockdown. And so things have changed very much, obviously, in between. So, so I was not quite sure what it would be like, but it's busier than I thought, which is good. There are a few places that seem shut down, which is sad. But and on the film set, it's all like we get tested practically every day and have to wear masks all the time. It's very odd doing rehearsals with masks on and you can't see what people are saying. That's a bit weird. But it's good, safe, but a strange new normal to be filming. It is kind of quite peculiar, really, because and Britt, tell me to shut up if you need to move on to something else.
No,
I'll just ramble. Yes, I had my. Oh, yes. If anyone's noticed, I had my hair cut and my beard neatened up on Friday. Yeah, it was a sad moment, I have to say. Not for everybody. Anna was very pleased, but I have to say I felt a little sad, having grown it to monumental proportions, particularly the beard. My hair was ridiculously long. If my hair wasn't curly, before they cut it, they wet it, and it was like halfway down my back. It was extraordinary. So it was a lovely excuse to be able to just grow a very large beard and long hair. But ultimately, little spoiler, not a spoiler, little tidbit, that I did get to use that look for a little bit of filming before I had it all cut off. So that was good. Series 2 of Staged, you will see the full glory of the growth when that comes out. In fact, I think that's going to be very good. I hope everyone's watched the first series of Staged now, if everyone can. It's on Hulu now, I think, isn't it, in America?
Yeah.
Which is good. Yes, and I'm sorry it took so long to get there. Nothing.
Yeah, sure. That's definitely where we watched it.
annoying for everybody not to be able to watch that. But the second series, I think, is going to be very, very funny. A lot of surprise guests in the second series. A lot. Yes, I so want to like give things away, but I'm not going to. But that's very funny. And yeah, it was sort of quite an extraordinary period, really, over the last period of time. I feel very, very fortunate that I worked so much. I ended up doing a lot of things. Aside from 2 series of a TV show that I filmed from my kitchen, there was also, like, early on in lockdown, the show Quiz came out in Britain. Then it came out in America. So there was that. And then I did the play. That was a very odd experience, to do a play in a theatre to an empty auditorium and being filmed live. That was extraordinary. In some ways, it was the worst of both worlds. You get to do a play, but there's no audience. And you get to film, but you don't get to do a second take. So I was terrified. But it was an amazing experience. I loved doing that play. And for anyone who watched it, thank you very much. I think I hear whispers that there may be an opportunity to see it again. I mean, obviously, the original performances were live, so we're not doing it live again, but I think there might be something in the works for anyone who didn't watch it. Yeah, and then Prodigal Son came out on TV in Britain during lockdown as well. So when we were in lockdown, I would just go to the supermarket once a week to do the shop for us, and then every other week for my mum and dad as well. And when I was in the supermarket, people come up to me in the supermarket in Wales and say, "Oh, I'm enjoying that Prodigal Son. Oh, it's very good." There were lots of people suddenly coming up to me, and I'd be like, "Whoa, back off." I would get very paranoid in the supermarket about people coming up, which is very nice. But people tend to forget things when they see people they've seen on the telly, and they do odd things. So I was quite forcefully saying, "Please keep your distance." So I'm sorry to anyone I did that to, but, you know, we've got to be careful of it. But yes, lots of people watching Prodigal Son in Britain, so that's good. Yeah, very excited to be doing the new series of it. There are other things as well that will be revealed as time goes on, of which I cannot speak. Yes, lots of exciting stuff coming up. So I hope you all thoroughly enjoy the rest of the events. Thank you again to everyone who organized this. Fantastic, brilliant thing to be doing. Thank you for all that you're doing and raising money for stuff. It's great. Lots of love to you all, and see you again soon, I hope. All right, take care, everybody, and lots of love. Bye-bye.